see, what an honor and a privilege it is to see you guys come together. And for me to be asked to do it, it's great. Hanging out with you guys at Sherry till wee hours in the morning, talking about this, and this. A little bit of face turning red, you know, all the good stuff that we talk about during this counseling, but it's such a cool thing to see finally come to a beginning point, a starting point. Many would call it the end, because we're getting married and it's the end. But I'm going to call it the beginning, the starting point, the starting line, where you guys now propel, move forward to accomplish together what God has planned for you guys to do. And to see the boys have bonded so well together. I look at Matthew, I look at Zach, I look at David, and I look at these boys who are just immediate brothers. That's a great thing. And you don't see that very often, but it happened here. And I believe God is one big part in this. We talk about a hinge. And from what you guys know, I'm a builder, and I work with hinges almost every day. There's two parts to a hinge that you guys know of. There's a third part of the hinge that's the most pivotal part of this hinge, which is the pin. In this scenario here, we call Jeff one hinge, we call Tara the other hinge, and Jesus himself is the pin that drops and connects the two together. As these guys form this hinge that the Bible talks about cannot be broken. It cannot be broken. And I'm going to say it again. It cannot be broken. And with the Lord at the head, as a pilot, we're going to look beyond the part that cannot be broken. We're going to look beyond the things that are going to do greatly for his kingdom, for him. And to be the example that Jeff, that you have set before these boys that we look at here today, these big boys now, who were once babies, the example that you set is beyond words. And I'm so glad that Tara found someone like you, and vice versa. I'm so excited to see you do with this man. He's gentle, he's caring, he's a hard worker, and he's daring. It's almost skips it. It's a marriage. In Genesis, clearly says, a man shall leave his mother and father and become one flesh with his wife. You know, during our meetings, we didn't really talk much about this new marriage. We didn't really talk much about the things that people talk about when they're first getting married. And we have to acknowledge the fact that, you know what? This is a good thing for you guys here today. We talked about the future, not really much about the past. You guys probably didn't notice that much. I didn't ask too much about your past. I had to get a little bit, but not very much. Because I'm more concerned, and I believe God is more concerned in your future than he is your past. And he's going to take your past and mistakes, and he's going to take your past and use that to prepare you for him. So let's start talking about the future. What is this couple going to do, the Rose? What are they going to do? From this point forward, what are they going to accomplish for the Lord? What are they going to accomplish in people's lives? What kind of impact are you going to set? The example, the testimony that you're going to set for people around you. I can't wait to see it. Wow. I'm blown away. Honestly, I don't even know what to say right now. I have this thing planned. It's good to be prepared. It's great to be prepared. But I so want to get on with this. Get you guys hooked up. And get the rings on the fingers. And push you guys out. And be excited for what God's going to do. As you guys become this one hinge, that's going to keep things together. Be good. There is great power in the hinge. In Matthew 18:19, as I continue this, forgive me. Again, I tell you that if two of you on earth agree about anything you ask for, it will be done for you by my Father in heaven. It's the power of agreement. You guys both have compromises that you have to bring into this marriage, into this union. And you guys both know what those compromises are. I know you have your certain way because you're pretty headstrong. And I got to give you that. You know your parents raised a great woman. You're headstrong. But also, my man over here is headstrong as well. So you guys met in the middle. And you said, you know what, I'm going to give up my wants and my desires for you. And And he did the same thing for this woman. And with that being said, you guys came together to form something that's going to be so impactful. So impactful. Jesus is your pin. He's your pin. As you guys stay connected, the church, the people's lives, and the community, we talked about it. We talked about your heart for ministry. We talked about your heart for evangelizing. We talked about your heart for reaching out to different people around you. And what better way to do it with someone that you love. Ecclesiastes 4:12, a cord of 3 strands is not perfectly broken or break. When couples that follow Christ and marry, when they place Christ in the center of their relationship, they become incredibly strong. Deuteronomy 32:30. And you guys have heard this before, if you've been to any weddings before. 1 can put 1,000 to flight, and 2, 10,000. Power. As God nails you together, your dreams, your aspirations, your passions, your purposes, you will become a piece of hardware used by the Lord. And I'm excited to be a big part of that. A huge part of it. And Gina and I are looking forward to spending time with you guys. We spent time with you guys. We broke bread together, which is huge. And we're excited to see that. So here we go. Changing of vows. Do you guys have anything?